Yo, what's going on, guys? Crispy Flakes here. Welcome to Extra Crispy. For today's video, we are going to be reacting to 6 Rings of Steel official 2019 NBA free agency prediction. So what I like about 6 is that I think it keeps things pretty realistic. I know we did a mock draft a little while back, and I thought it was like the best mock draft I saw around for the entire year, man. So 6 definitely keeps it real. I know, like, from his expectations as like a Knicks fan, you got a lot of guys out there saying we're getting Zion and Kevin Durant and all these guys out there. And I thought all year 6 did a pretty good job, just keeping it real. So I'm very excited to hear what his thoughts are on the NBA free agency. I'm going to give you guys my thoughts and opinions. I agree or disagree with his opinions out there. So yeah, man, as always, link to the channel in the description below. I am going to move myself up here because I believe that's where I have room to not be in the bitch-ass way. All right, guys, here we go, man. Also, if you're new to my channel, bro, hit that subscribe button. What are you waiting for, man? I'm just joking. Calm down, Crispy. All right, here we go, man.
What is going on, everybody? How is everybody doing today?
Nick the Bulls fan here.
And welcome back here today to a NBA 2019 free agency prediction video. So you guys showed great and amazing support on the mock draft video, and I can't say thank you enough. So could we maybe
great at that,
2,000 likes on a non-rebuild video again today?
I don't know how accurate it ended up actually being, but I know at the time, before like any trades went down, I was like, yo, this is some good stuff.
I said today, I'm going to be giving you my final free agency predictions for this upcoming offseason. It is June 23rd, so we have about a week till free agency start, and I'm going to give you my final free agency predictions here, but there'll be a stipulation if I do get them wrong. Now, I'm probably not going to get everyone right. I'm probably going to get a couple, or maybe a lot wrong. And I said every one I get wrong in this video, I'll come back to it, and for every one I get wrong, I'll donate $10 to a charity.
Oh, there you go.
So if I get, I think I'm going to do like 13.
Come on, man. We want to see, I want to see you eat a ghost pepper. Each one you get wrong, you got to eat a ghost pepper and donate $10.
If I got all 13 wrong, that's $100.
I would actually die.
So it's a cool stipulation.
I would actually
to do.
die.
Before we get to this, let me know in the comments what maybe charity I should do. Let me know your free agency predictions as well. So here we go. First one, and probably the most.
Malcolm Brogdon going to the Bucks. I agree with that. I don't see why they let him walk, man. Although, I will say, when it comes to Malcolm Brogdon, I feel like I could see the Bucks overpaying a little bit for him, just because I could see a team offering him a large contract. You know what I'm saying? So, because I believe he's restricted. Don't quote me on that, but I could see a team, really overpaying to get an intelligent former Rookie of the Year, Malcolm Brogdon. But then the Bucks ultimately will match it.
Least interesting one on this list is Malcolm Brogdon. Now, Malcolm Brogdon could be like the best role player in the NBA, but I don't think he'll be an All-Star one day. But he's definitely a must-have on a championship team.
He's a glue guy.
The dude
is
an efficient scorer. He can definitely be a 50-40-90 guy throughout his career. He is a very good defender, off-ball and on-ball. And I think any team contending for a championship would be lucky to have him. But he will be a restricted free agent. He's Rookie of the Year, past Rookie of the Year. He'll come at a premium price that some teams maybe don't want to give $19 million to somebody that will never average 20 points a game. But I
can see a team. I don't know. Because, like, I don't see a championship team doing that. But, maybe it's just like a basic team out there, just being like, well, we don't got much else going on, so let's toss, Malcolm Brogdon, $23 million. And it's like, will the Bucks be willing to actually match that? They're still going for Chris Middleton, looking to upgrade the rosters in different ways.
I think he's going to end up re-signing with the Bucks. Coming in next on this list is a surprise free agent. We all kind of thought Al Horford was going to either opt in or opt out and re-sign an extension with Boston.
The man Al Horford trying to get a 4-year, $112 million contract, which according to my calculations, is that $23 million a season? That's only giving up $7 million from his $30 million player option to get another additional 3 years, again, pay that $23 million. That is, oh man, that is kind of teetering into Chris Paul bad contract territory.
But apparently, there's an undisclosed team that has a 4-year, $112 million offer on the table for Horford. And apparently, the Lakers, the Mavericks are interested. I could see, personally, Al Horford signing with the Mavericks, and
Mavericks not a bad choice, because when it comes to the Mavericks, it's like, Luka Doncic is going to be on his rookie contract for a little while longer. So it's really the only, bad contracts you have in that team is paying towards Kristaps Porzingis, because, of course, he's a restricted free agent, so I know he's going to get, I think he's restricted. He's going to be getting his money despite his injury. Al Horford, of course, be getting the money for the next 3-4 seasons. So down the road, on that 3rd, 4th season when Luka's contract's coming up, and they're going to pay him, a max contract, and they're looking to improve in other directions, then you can see the contract, but for a short-term thing, definitely not a bad route to go.
actually predict that, but I wouldn't be surprised if he went to a team like the Lakers or the Kings or the Nets, who I believe were also really interested, or the Clippers. But I'm going to give, as my prediction, the Dallas Mavericks. Coming in next on this list is Julius Randle. Now, Julius Randle had a spectacular...
It's actually a really nice fit. I mean, they still don't have a bitch-ass point guard. Please, Phoenix, get a point guard. Please. Please. Just get anybody. You got the Jim Rico. We could have played point guard, man. My God, get a point guard. Julius going to be a freaking 6'9" Lamar Odom out there. But no, he actually is a nice fit on the team in theory, assuming they actually get somebody. Anybody, I mean, unless the D-Book's going to play, I don't know.
Season last year, 20 points plus, 8.5 rebounds plus, 3 assists plus, pretty good defender. What's kind of holding him back from getting probably a max deal is he can't really shoot the ball particularly well. And in this day and age, if you're a 4,
he tries,
can play defense, pass, and shoot, geez, you're so valuable on the market. He tries. But Julius Randle, I don't think he's going to get signed right away. I think he's going to be a second option for most teams. Now, there could be teams like Utah, like Denver, that would be really interesting fits. But ultimately, I could really see the Knicks giving him like a 1-year deal worth $25 million more than any other team would give him. But if I had to predict where he would end up, I'm actually going to say the Phoenix Suns. It's a bold pick there. And DeMarcus Cousins is also just... nobody knows where he's going. He could probably return to Golden State, maybe on a 1-year deal, but he's not going to make that much.
Boogie, where's Boogie going to go to? I have no idea. I have zero idea where he goes to. Because, like, he didn't have, like, the greatest time when he was returning from injury. Like, he was fine, but it definitely wasn't old Boogie. So it's like, is Boogie, like, what kind of contract do you even give Boogie these days? You're like, what would you watching this video, what would you pay DeMarcus Cousins? I have literally no idea how much I would pay this man. Like, he's not a max contract player no more. I think those days are long over. 10, 15 million a season? Do you feel like DeMarcus could be worth that? Depends on
money on that. He could probably get 10 mil or a little bit more somewhere else. A Kings reunion would be really nice to play with the young core like Bagley, Fox, and Hill, but I don't know if a lot of people want to see him maybe mess up or conflict that chemistry going on there with their nice 3 young core. Atlanta would also be an interesting fit if they were trying to maybe make the playoffs next year. The Cavs would also be really interesting. Just plug him in on a bad team and he can do whatever he wants. He can take 20, 25 shots a game.
Be just like the King
But you know what? I don't really know where he's going to go. I'm just going to play it safe here because I have no clue. And I'm going to say he re-signs with the Warriors on a 1-year deal. I'd rather bet on that, predicting where else he could sign to 29 other teams. Next on this list is Nikola Vucevic. Now, Vucevic had an all-star year this year.
Magic, I'll probably say, is the best bet. I think there's a lot of teams that could use his skill set, though. But at the same time, you know, what is he, 28, 29 years of age? Does have a bit of an injury history. Played most of his career at the Magic, so we don't know if he's simply just like a system player that just has optimized his talent based off of the Magic system. I feel like he does return the Magic, but at the same time, a team like the Dallas Mavericks or somebody like that, man, even realistically, like the Pelicans. Like, Pelicans, get him at center, can stretch the floor, bring a little string to that starting 5. Wouldn't be a bad route.
He had a really good kind of under the radar year. I feel like he wasn't talked about enough. Maybe it's because he played in Orlando and stuff like that. But he averaged 20 points, 12 rebounds, good shooter, good passer for a big man. Maybe the defense does have some questions, but I do think the Magic are going to re-sign him. Like, I would love to see him on the Kings. The Lakers would be really cool. The Mavericks would be really interesting. But I think ultimately he's going to get a pretty big deal from Orlando. I heard he likes it there and stuff like that. No reason for him
probably
to
trade Mo Bamba for some pieces.
Kind of interesting to see that they just drafted Mo Bamba a year ago. Kristaps Porzingis also on this list, but I'm just choosing the Mavericks. That one's not going to count. Now, I'm going to have Tobias Harris re-signing with the Philadelphia 76ers.
I think Tobias goes to the Utah Jazz. I don't know what the cap space situation is now after the Mike Conley trade, but something tells me I think Philly's going to lose out on Tobias and Jimmy. I don't know why. I just have this hunch. I don't think Jimmy goes back. I mean, if the money's right, you could see Tobias going back, but I'm gonna say the Utah Jazz.
76ers. I think he was happy there this year. I know they were working out his brother maybe as just a tampering tactic. Well, not really tampering, but you know what I mean. And I think he's going to re-sign with Philly. He's close to his home in Long Island. I think he likes winning there. He's going to be winning there as long as he's playing with Embiid and Ben Simmons. So I have Tobias Harris re-signing with the Philadelphia 76ers. Coming in next on this list is Chris Middleton. Now, Chris Middleton kind of had a breakout year this year.
Going back to the
finally
Bucks.
An all-star in his career.
They're going to pay that,
He opted out of his $13 million player option, but the Bucks will have
great second option, to be honest, no doubt.
I'm going to say he re-signs with Milwaukee. I think Milwaukee goes out of their way, to get Middleton and to get Brogdon. I don't think they re-sign Brook Lopez, but I think those two guys they are going to bring back. They're two.
But with Brogdon and Chris Middleton, like they're big pieces of what the Milwaukee Bucks does, but you feel, and especially if they lose out on Brook Lopez, you feel like that Bucks team, because Giannis is already like a top tier player. So how much farther can he develop as a player to get those Bucks to the next level? I think is a big question. Like they're throwing these contracts at these guys. That leaves them with very little financial flexibility to improve the rosters in different ways they need to. So maybe they think they can get some basic role players that kind of help them with the next level. Guy re-sign Mirotic. Love to see Brook Lopez go back to the team. I just don't know if it happens or not. So, it's a difficult situation. I mean, how much farther can Giannis take the squad?
Important players to that team, and I really think that they're going to try to make Giannis happy, because if they let those two walk and try to get some other guy and that doesn't work, then Giannis is probably as good as gone next year or in 2021. Coming next on this list is Klay Thompson.
Warriors.
This is a really easy one. Re-signing with Golden State.
Yep.
There's really nothing else to go into it. Okay, now this is where it gets interesting. These last 6. Now, coming in at 6 is D'Angelo Russell. D'Angelo Russell is
I think D'Lo ends up on the Lakers. Phoenix Suns would be the perfect fit. Like, I mean, a D'Lo and Devin Booker backcourt, like on paper looks nice, but from a defensive standpoint, leaves a lot to be desired. But I mean, it would still be like, it's better than what they got going on. So I got a feeling D'Lo, though, I got a feeling he's going to end up, I'm going to say Lakers or a surprise team being the Timberwolves.
restricted free agent, so you would bank on your money that he's re-signing with the Nets, but there is a case where they might choose Kyrie Irving over him and let D'Lo walk because they don't think those two can coexist. Now, there is a lot of teams that D'Angelo Russell could sign to, like the Pacers, like the Suns,
will be interesting.
like the Magic, like the Timberwolves if they do create some cap. I would love D'Angelo Russell on the Minnesota Timberwolves. That's where I would like to see him the most. But I'm going to predict he does leave Brooklyn, and he does sign with the Phoenix.
Basically, insert D'Lo into a young team that has cap space that needs point guards, which is a lot of them, man. Because typically, if you're a bad team, it's because your point guard situation is not all that great.
Suns to play with his buddy Devin Booker there. I heard there's a rumor that they might not go after him, but this is just my prediction. If he were to leave the Nets, if I had to actually bet money on this, I'm going to say he's on the Nets next year, but then I don't know where Kyrie Irving's going to be. So I'm going to predict that D'Angelo Russell
Laker
goes
Nation.
to the Phoenix Suns. Coming in at number 5 on this list is Jimmy Butler. Now, Jimmy Butler, 18.7 points per game.
See, I like Jimmy Butler. I don't like him on the Lakers because I feel like I'm sorry, the Clippers. Because the Clippers, I feel like are a team that are like one superstar away from just okay, when it's time to contend for a championship. And I don't think Jimmy Butler has that in him anymore. I feel like Jimmy Butler's best case is being a second or third option these days. So I just don't know if he could. I mean, that Clippers team would be a lot better, and they would probably win a playoff series. But I don't know if they win a championship. I like Jimmy Butler going to a team like the Lakers or just returning back to the 76ers. Clippers is interesting. Like, it would be nice seeing Jimmy run with those boys out there, but I really want to go like Kawhi Leonard, too. And they also got Kawhi
over 5 rebounds, 2 steals, great defender, literally one of the best perimeter defenders in the league, and he's a very clutch NBA player that you want on your team. You want him as a max steal on your team, maybe not as the first option, but I do have him signing with the LA Clippers. Now, I don't really know anything or reasoning behind that, just a gut feeling. I don't think he goes to the Lakers to play with LeBron. I don't think he goes to the Nets to play with Kyrie, even though that was a rumor.
LeBron, AD, and Jimmy Butler win a championship.
So that could be an option. I don't think he re-signs with Philly, and I don't think he goes to the Knicks or the Mavericks. So I'm just going to throw out Clippers out there and hope it's right. Coming in at number 4 on this list is Kemba Walker. Now, Kemba Walker is eligible for the Supermax this year.
Kemba, I bet my money on is going to play his entire career with the Charlotte Hornets. And yeah, he's going to get a Supermax contract. He's never going to win anything. He's always going to be known as a great point guard that just never won. But he's got the paydays. So I agree with this one. Definitely, I think he's going back to Charlotte.
Best year of his career last year. But it's on probably the worst position team in the NBA in the Charlotte Hornets. So many bad contracts and so little good players that can actually bring you to the playoffs alongside with Kemba. Even though I would love to see Kemba in New York, in LA, in Dallas, in somewhere where he can actually perform well, in Indiana, and make the playoffs, I do think he's going to re-sign with the Charlotte Hornets, unfortunately. Coming in at number 3 on this list is a guy that I have no clue what's going to happen. I mean, I do, and that is Kyrie Irving. Now, Kyrie,
I think, he's going to go to Brooklyn. the one team that could persuade him away from Brooklyn is the Lakers. It's going to be one of those two teams. I don't have any other suggestions for that one.
Irving, one of the best point guards in the NBA, one of the more clutcher players in the NBA, one of the more
Brooklyn or Lakers,
insane
guaranteed.
offensive threats in the NBA. When he's on, he
Nation.
really can't be stopped. Obviously, he won a ring with Cleveland, wanted a trade, got traded to Boston, didn't work out that well. There is a chance he could re-sign with Boston. This was all smokescreen, but I don't really think so. I'm not betting my money on that.
I heard Kyrie went on a radio show as like a secret identity and was like defending himself to a Boston radio show. I don't know if that's true or not, but I was just hearing about it.
I'm gonna say, since I did have D'Angelo Russell leaving to Phoenix, I am gonna have Kyrie Irving going to Brooklyn. I don't think a second star is going to come unless it's a Tobias Harris. That could be somebody in there if he doesn't stay with Philly. Jimmy Butler would be really interesting. We'll get to my other two players in a second here. But yeah, I think Kyrie Irving, all the rumors are pointing him to Brooklyn, even though this season they were all pointing to the Knicks. But he's going to go to Brooklyn, I think. I think it's closer to where he's from in New Jersey. And he's going to play with LeVert there. He's going to hopefully play with another star that could possibly come. And I think they're going to choose Kyrie over D'Lo. And Kyrie's going to be in net next year. Coming in at number 2 on this list is Kawhi Leonard. Now, Kawhi is a interesting.
Kawhi is interesting. I mean, I think Six is going to say the same thing. If he leaves the Raptors, it's to go to the Clippers. Those are only two teams. As far as which one he does, I mean, that's in Kawhi's mind. I don't know. I have a more of a hunch that he's going to go back to the Raptors. I don't know why. But then again, you can't even get a read on Kawhi Leonard. His face is always like this. I'm sorry. Sorry, Kawhi. I didn't mean to mock the laugh. Yes, I did. Okay, let's see what Six Rings got to say.
Boardman gets rings. Boardman gets paid. Kawhi Leonard, literally the Raptors have done everything possible that they could, or everything they could possibly do to retain him. They want a chip. They want to let him sit out whatever he wanted with load management. They literally would give him Mayor, to be honest. If
they got Siakam, good young player alongside him.
I don't think they would be mad whatsoever if Kawhi left. Kawhi could just be like, I got you guys a ring. My job here is done. You guys
can't hate on me for it.
But I just want to take my talents elsewhere. I want to play elsewhere. I think he would want to live elsewhere if that would be the reason, but I don't think he would publicly say that. But I do have Kawhi Leonard sided with the Clippers, so I do have the Clippers being huge winners this offseason and picking up a Jimmy Butler and Kawhi Leonard. Now, will that happen in real life? Probably not, now that I think about it. But you know what? I'm going to stick by my gut here. I'm going to have Kawhi Leonard sided with the Clippers.
It's the team he would go to.
Actually true. He wants to play in LA, but he's not going to play with LeBron and Anthony Davis. But he will play for the Clippers for Jerry West and Doc Rivers and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Now, coming to number 1 on this list is Kevin Durant. Now, Kevin Durant,
ooh, that's a good one. Man, Kevin Durant's interesting because, like, I don't know if he ends up in New York. I feel like KD either follow, it's going to be based off Kyrie. If Kyrie goes to the Lakers, Kevin Durant re-signs with the Warriors, I think. Man, I don't know.
Was looking that he could save any team next year.
I could see him going to Brooklyn with Kyrie, though.
The Achilles injury and will most likely miss all of the 2019-2020 season, which is the biggest shame that has happened to the NBA in a while. There's obviously been Knicks rumors. There's been Clippers rumors. There's been re-signing with the Warriors rumors. There's been net rumors. I think Kyrie Irving, who there was rumors that two of them wanted to pair up, had both options in mind, Nets and Knicks, and I think he'd be like 100% okay teaming up in Brooklyn. But I don't think KD is that. I don't think the rumors have really shown that KD wants to play in Brooklyn. Now, could he sign with the Nets? Yeah, 100%. I'm just going to go out with my prediction that he doesn't re-sign with Golden State and he signs with the Knicks. Maybe that's a little bit of a Knicks fan in me. Probably a lot,
right.
And I'm begging you that he comes to the Knicks. But I think he would come here. The Knicks would keep that max slot open unless they can actually sign Kyrie or maybe Jimmy Butler, but I doubt that happens. And keep that max slot open for next offseason. Maybe Anthony Davis hits free agency again, or hits free agency finally. Who knows? Or maybe there's another star that becomes available and the Knicks accumulate assets because they might be bad this year or probably be bad. Get another top 10 pick, have Knox, have future Dallas picks to trade for a star if they become available.
Who my
and
Pistons
KD can
gonna
rehab
get?
while making $37 million.
Let's get KD on the Pistons. Come
so
on, let's get it.
That is my final prediction. And
okay, so that was Six Rings of Steel's prediction video right there. I think overall, I mean, obviously we're all going to have disagreements because, nobody's going to be 100% sure. And we always have different idea where players are going to go to. But for the most part, I mean, I didn't think he had, like, bad reasonings for any of these. I thought for the most part these were all pretty good reasonings. Only one, I don't think Jimmy Butler ends up on the Clippers. Just, I don't know. I don't think he's at that point in his career where he can carry a team like that. But overall, man, I think it was a pretty good list, guys. So, link to Matt's channel in the description below. Thank you all so much for watching. Give me your thoughts on these listings in the comment section below. And peace out, my friends.